What's up, everybody? Justin here, and I am out checking on the ice to see how it's done with these 3 days of just stupid February weather. I'll let you know how it's doing right now.
One of the best to ever do it.
The Lake St Clair Fishing Report is brought to you by Rose Marine.
So, I am down here at the spillway. The spillway did not have a lot of ice. They were just starting to get on it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There was a few good catches out of it. The water is now dirty due to all the runoff from all the melt. And well, you know what that did to the spillway? It is wide open. The new parking lot is absolutely a filthy, ruddy mess. So they need to put some good gravel down on that. So that probably you're gonna need to let that freeze up before you try to park there. Yes, even you guys with those big 4-wheel drive trucks, yeah, let it be. Plus, you probably won't really get in there anyways because there's no reason to be in a parking lot because you can't ice fish. So let's keep this tour going. I'm gonna head over to the next spot, take a look, see if there's any problem areas that are obvious from shore, and also maybe give you guys a couple areas you might want to look out for on your travels out ice fishing this weekend. I am over here at the Crocker boat launch. There's a few vehicles in the parking lot. I see one shanty over by the old Admiral Marine Cut. The ice looks like it's in pretty decent shape out here at Crocker, right at the ramp. There's a little bit of water on the ice. That should probably freeze up in the next day or so and help us out. Little tip for you, there's only a handful of white ice or snowpack areas that remain out here. And if we get nice sunny days, you're gonna really wanna concentrate on those areas because that gives these fish a form of cover and could concentrate the better fish that are hanging out in the Crocker area to those spots. So let's head on over to the next spot. Hey, did you get the notification about my last video? If you didn't, be sure you click down below, hit that red subscribe button, and ding that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. So we're at the south side of Beacon's Cove Marina. I am right here at where the gas pocket will form right here on the corner of Beacon's coming from Crocker and Hideaway Harbor. The spillway is blown all the way out, probably about 100 yards towards the end of Beacon's, or not Beacon's, but Velger's Boat Harbor. Looking here, it looks like the shore ice along the rocks has been totally eaten away, so there is a gap that's formed there, but I can see ice as far as I can see, which is only about a mile today because it is a little hazy, a little foggy out here and getting worse, so I need to pick up the pace. I do got one more hidden danger that I want to go over and show you, so let me step over here really quick and let me show you this. So, that behind me there, folks, that is a spearing hole. It's a little dirty. Most of it is stuff from the lake bottom, so it's not that big a deal. It looks like some blood from a pike or a muskie, and there's just some bread out there. So it wasn't kept super clean, but it's not terrible. The reason I'm showing you that spearing hole is that with the weather that we have, those spear holes, if they do freeze over, will have a very thin layer of ice, and that could pose a serious danger to you, the angler, kids that might be out, or guys that are still bringing machines out on the ice. There was a lot of machines out here this weekend, and as long as you're doing it smartly, go for it. But be cautious and courteous when you bring them onto the ice. But you need to be cautious of those spear holes. That hole there is not really marked. Using the proper etiquette that ice fishermen have done for years, and that's use branches and you stick it in the snow or stick it in a shallow ice slush hole so that somebody knows that that hole is there. even when it gets snow covered, they know that there was a large hole there. It's just kind of an unwritten rule that all ice fishermen should do. Don't put the blocks up on the ice because machines hit it or people will trip over it. Just use sticks. The sticks fall in, makes cover, not a big deal. It's all natural. So if you did a spear hole, make sure you bring some sticks out with you to make sure you mark your holes. If you didn't mark your holes, hopefully you guys will start doing that and realize that you are putting your fellow ice fishermen in danger when you do not mark those holes. Well, let's head on up to the next spot. So we are over here at the day sale at the Lake St Clair Metro Park, and guys are getting out as far as they were on Sunday. I see a few shanies. I recognize one of them. How you doing, Mike? Not gonna tell everybody what shanty you're in, but you're out here and I see you. But yeah, it looks like the ice fared pretty good out here at the day sale. On Sunday, I had about 10 to 12 inches in every hole that I popped. And from the few guys that I have talked, it looks like we lost, you know, somewhere around 3 to 4 inches of ice overall. Some areas could be better or worse, depending on runoff and how much rain that area of the lake got. Keep in mind, Lake St Clair is a massive lake, and some areas of the lake do not get affected by weather like other parts. So, I know the fishing got a little bit tougher out here. Because we lost a lot of that white ice, that snowpack type ice. So, yeah. Should be a good weekend out here at the day sale. On to the next spot. At the back basin of Natural and looking across the parking lot to the marsh. And this area looks like it held up really, really well. A lot of water on the ice. But with the weather we have over the next few days, all that should firm up and add some thickness to some of those low dipping spots out here on the lake. So, looks like we fared pretty well from this warm weather. Let's head on up and check some of the northern areas of the lake. So, I'm up here at the Saltridge boat ramp. There is a few guys that are out, heading out towards the barracks. They're kind of, probably almost to the Border Patrol Harbor area out there. And then over on the north end of the Saltridge boat ramp, you can see where guys are getting out at Cotton Road still and heading this way and also towards Salt River. So guys are still out here on the main lake. I am not seeing any machines, and quite honestly, I wouldn't risk it if it was me personally this weekend, because it's going to be easy pulling, because we're going to have glare ice, and that means you're going to need to have those creepers on this weekend when you come out here fishing. So I just got done watching my video that went up on Wednesday with you guys on the Premiere feature that YouTube has. If you're not familiar with Premiere feature is, when I post a video and I click the Premiere, it lets us have a live chat during the premiere of the video, so you can ask me questions during the video. I can tell you things in addition to what maybe I missed something in the video. Kind of cool. There was about 60 of you guys on there for a noon premiere. That's freaking awesome. I know you guys should be working, but you're not. But I sat here at Brandenburg, so let's get into the Brandenburg report. As you can see back behind me, guys, there is a lot of ice out here still at Brandenburg and a lot of water on that ice. I got one guy that's walking out over there. He's fishing that way. The Salt River looks like it's going to be sketch city, so if you've been fishing that area and you're going to try it, use extreme caution, guys. Basically, anywhere where we have moving water right now is not a good idea. Probably need to give it a few days, let that kind of get better, and yeah. So, time to head on up to the next spot. You want to know what sucks about Michigan winters and Michigan roads in general? Is your vehicle takes a beating, and quite honestly, this absolutely sucks. The very first stop for the ice report, I had something form across my windshield, and it just keeps getting worse as I'm driving around checking it out. Not sure if you can be able to see it on the video, but yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. Look at that. Freaking crack, man. Really? See, now I have to go buy a new windshield. So, you know, click the link down below for my Teespring store. Buy some sweatshirts, buy some shirts, guys, so I can afford to replace this windshield. Man, this sucks. Kidding, I got insurance, I'm all right. So here at the Fairhaven boat launch, there are still plenty of guys out here fishing. I heard they're starting to see a few more fish again up here. As you can see here, this was the runway for the drag races that did happen, and I will show you a quick aerial photo from a Facebook page on that right about now. But with the thinning ice conditions, I doubt there's going to be a lot of racing going on this weekend up here. But you never know, so keep that in the back of your mind if you're going to come up here to the Fairhaven area. They do spear a lot of northern pike up here, so if that's your goal, this is one of the prime parts of the lake for that. So up here at the raft, you can see there's still a few guys out there, and if you look really closely, you can see somebody marked a spear hole correctly, which is awesome. So that angler, thank you for doing it correctly. But the ice seems to be holding up pretty good. The edges are starting to get a little squishy, a little dirty looking. So hopefully Thursday's weather doesn't totally destroy this, as this is Wednesday afternoon when I'm out here checking on everything. But we should be good to still be out here fishing through the weekend and everywhere on the lake. So that's gonna do it for this week's ice report. Be sure you guys are using your heads. Be smart, have those creepers on, have the hand spikes on. A lot of these spearing holes that are out here are not gonna be very well frozen over, and probably leave the machines at home this weekend. Polling's gonna be pretty easy. So as always, guys, thank you for tuning into the channel. If you're not subscribed, be sure to click down below, hit that red subscribe button, ding that notification bell, and as always, tight lines, happy casting, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. It helps me, it helps the channel, it helps everyone that likes to catch fish.